Namaste. I hope you're all doing well today. Well, here we come today with a combine of Qigongs and yoga. Coming towards the end of winter. We do a lot of Qigong and energy work in winter because it is about our energy body. The energies are creating the Qi, the prana, the life force, and moving that out into our organs. So we focus a lot on our Qi energy. So we're going to start with just our lovely joint rotations because we need to move our joints every day, get them lubricated, get those ligaments moistened up. So starting with the feet, just rotating 3 times around the whole right foot. So roll right out onto the blade, coming behind the toes, landing the instep and the heel to the floor, all the way around, and then changing direction, rolling to the instep behind the toes, all the way out to the blade, landing the heel. And then move into the ball of the foot, moving around the whole ball of the foot 3 times. So just the top of the foot, really letting those metatarsals, all those little bones, release and change direction. And then pressing on the right toes. Make sure you don't push the ankle out. Keep the knee over the ankle, over the toes. And then roll all the way over with a nice sigh of release. So you're on the top of the toes, right on the outside of the toes. And one more. Press and then roll around the toes and smile and change direction. So just take it as far as you can. You might only be able to do it lightly, and that's fine. And then come back to the ball of the foot, roll around the ball of the foot again. Just 3 times. This gets the lymphatic system moving as well. And then over to the left foot, all the way around. So we're lubricating the joints. We're getting the acid out of the joints and fresh blood and lymph into the joints. The lymph are like the moisturizer for the body. And then onto the ball of the left foot, rolling around the ball of the left foot 3 times. Changing direction. And then pressing on the toes 3 times, spread them open. Try to keep everything nice and lined up, foot, ankle, knee. And then rolling right over the toes, press. Feel all the toes crack as all the built up gases release from the joints. And then rolling around the tops of the toes if you can. And change direction. And then coming back to the ball of the foot 3 times again. And change direction. And down, and then just leaning into the left foot, use the heel and the ball of the foot. Remember, bubbling springs behind the second toe, behind the ball of the foot. Keep some pressure there at the beginning of the kidney meridian. Just rotating the right ankle 3 times outward, and then 3 times inward. And then keeping the hip still, let the foot hang, just rotating the knee 3 times, outward, and then inward. Keep the upper body relaxed so you keep balance. And then let the leg hang, rotating into the hip joint. Just drawing a little circle on the floor and changing direction. And then bring the right knee up, take it out as far as it will go comfortably before the hips change shape. And then tuck the leg under, straight leg back and through. The knee up, open, stretch it out behind you and bring it back. And then changing direction, take the leg straight behind you, then bend the knee up, bring it around. Fingers relaxed, arms relaxed, shoulders relaxed. And down. Then leaning into the right foot, heel and bubbling springs. Circle out 3 times with the ankle and in 3 times. Rolling out 3 times with the knee and in 3 times. Let the leg hang, working into the hip joint. Circle the foot, draw a circle with the foot and change direction. And then bringing the knee up, open the hip, tuck the leg out behind you. Knee up, straighten the leg out, and one more. And then changing direction, take it straight back behind you, then bend the knee up and around. And bring the foot down. Inhale, raise the arms above your head, and then just lifting the opposite heel to ribs. So you're bringing the heel off the ground, you're squeezing into the side of the body. Exhale as you squeeze up. Inhale as you come back down. Just releasing the spine, massaging the organs, and you're especially pushing right into the kidney there. And down, and bring the hands down. And then just rolling out with the wrists, so lead with the thumbs, pointer finger, middle finger, next little finger. Thumb, pointer, just rolling out. Keep the shoulders down and the chest open. And then rolling in, leading in with the little finger first, palms up to start with. Turn the palms up, following one finger after the other. And then rolling out with the elbows. Imagine chucking out all that no longer serves. Do a couple more with the elbows. And just say, throw it all away. And then rolling in, bringing fresh energy back in. And then rolling forward with the shoulders, just releasing the weight of the world from the shoulders. And rolling back in. And then bringing the shoulders under the ears, massage the lymph in the side of the neck and just releasing tension from the neck. Keep the jaw relaxed. And then squeeze right up, big breath in, releasing the weight of the world from the shoulders. 2 more. And again. And then just drawing little circles with the chin, releasing all of those little muscles in the neck. And changing direction. Drop the left ear to the left shoulder, stretching the lymph, 4 fingers under the ear, the filters to the glands. Bring the head up and change sides. 4 fingers under the ear, the filters to the glands, and just have that sense of letting go of all that no longer serves. Change sides again. All the lymph fluids come to these filters and decide what needs to stay and what needs to go. What needs to go releases through the armpit, emotionally, physically and mentally. So just have that sense of letting go. And then take the chin down toward the left shoulder, just to help stretch the trapeze muscle in the back of the neck. Inhale, bring the ear back to the shoulder and lift the head. Exhale to the other side. Make sure you're not leaning into the side. Keep the shoulders level and just open the neck, having that sense of letting go. And then bring the chin toward the right shoulder. And then rolling the ear back toward the right shoulder, bring the head up. Squeeze the shoulders up again, massage the neck side to side, jaw relaxed. Squeeze up, inhale, exhale, release. And then just rubbing up on the kidneys. Kidneys getting nice, good rubs. Good to rub the kidneys every day of the year. And a little pummel. And then pressing into the heels. Just to get the lubrication into the joints more, releasing all the lymph toxins so it can get into the tissues, get out of the tissues and out through the lymph. Keep the back of the neck long. Let the shoulders shake. Let the belly shake. All the organs shake. Press into the heels. And release. And then just rub down the legs. Imagine just getting rid of all the excess energy. Rub down the arms, down the body, down the back, down the inside of the legs, down the outside of the legs, over the head, and say, oh, just let it all go. Good. Just bring the right hand onto the hara, left hand on top. So 3 fingers below the navel, around about. Have your feet just hip width apart, so about a fist and a half, and have the toes pointing straight ahead. So there's just about a straight line on the outside of your feet. And just feel the weight evenly balanced between the heel and bubbling springs. Close your eyes, relax the shoulders, let the top of the center of the chest lift. Just let the knees relax, don't tighten the knees so the energy can move up through the feet into the body. Bring the weight to bubbling springs a little more. And now imagine you're lining up your ears with the center of your shoulders. Chest lifts, shoulders fall down. Chin draws in, just slightly back of the neck's lengthening. And imagine you're lining up your shoulders with the hips. And the hips with the center of the feet. Relax the toes. Take the breath into your hands, right down low into the pelvis, to the hara. Inhaling, the abdomen expands, and as you exhale, it gently falls back toward the spine. Just start to feel your center. Keep the body soft and relaxed. Finding your place on this earth, in this moment, here and now. Opening the eyes, inhale, bring the arms out, and then coming all the way down. Just let the breath go naturally now. Fingertips together, palms together, elbows together as we come to the winter qigong. Bring the arms up, have the thumbs touching, and then just separate them so the arms are that distance apart. Lift up and back. Feel that you're stretching right from the pubic bone. Then reach up with your right arm and drift down toward the left. Coming right down at the waistline, right at the navel, through the kidneys to the front. And then roll up at the front. Push back, push the right arm further back, and then coming up the right kidney. 3 taps to the kidney. Coming up the kidney meridian, up the back, under the armpit, to the front of the arm, under the ear to behind the ear. Take the arm all the way up. And let the arm float down. And then you're going to bring the arm across the body. When you get across, strong exhalation. And taking the right arm up to the sky as you bring the left hand to the hip. Try to feel the energy through the palms of your hands. Push the hips out to the right. Opening the right kidney. And come back to center. Bringing the hands down by the sides. And again, opening the arms, bend the knees, come all the way down. Don't drop the head down though. Fingertips touch, palms, elbows. Push those knees forward a little. Take the arms up, thumb width distance apart, shoulders down, lift up and back. Keep the breath moving, rest the tongue behind the top teeth. Reach up with the right arm, drift over to your left. Go bend to the waistline, right at the navel, come down to the front. And roll up to center. Push behind, right arm goes further back. Coming up the right kidney, 3 taps. Moving up the back to under the armpit. In front of the arm, under the ear to behind the ear. All the way up the head, reach the arm up. And let the right arm float down. Let the arm cross over the body, then a strong exhalation. Right arm goes up next to the ear as the left arm comes to the waist. And then push the hips out to the right, opening the right kidney. And bringing the hands down by the sides. And one more time on the right side. Bend the knees. Coming all the way up. Don't let the knees roll in. Keep the knees over the toes. Lift right from the pubic bone. Feel the stretch even from the pubic bone to the navel, working the bladder as well. Reach up through the right arm as you drift to your left. Coming down to the level of the navel, all the way to the front. Rolling up. Push behind, let the right arm press further back. 3 taps to the right kidney again. And coming up the back, under the arm, to the front. The shoulder, under the ear, behind the ear. Taking the arm all the way up and down. That right arm's going to cross over the body and have that strong exhalation. Right arm up to the ear as the left hand touches the waist. And pressing the hips out to the right. Say, "Phew." Come back to center. Bend the knees a little. And then we're going to inhale, gather the energy to the throat. Hold the breath in. Take the energy down below the navel. Lift more energy from the base of the body. Straighten the legs, drop the shoulders. Come up on the toes. Press out the head, the toes, the fingers. And come back down onto the heels. And then we're going to do both kidneys together, working right spirit, now coming into our soul, cleaning, now lubricating. Inhale, bringing the arms up next to the ears. Once the arms get to the ears, lift up and back. And again, feel that stretch right from the pubic bone. And then coming forward, reach as far forward in front of you as you can. Stretch right out. Let the belly draw back toward the spine, lift into the lower ribs. Feel that weight in bubbling springs behind the second toe, behind the ball of the foot. Bring the hands to the feet and roll up, vertebra on vertebra. Chest lifts, shoulders roll back, then the head lifts and push back. Bring the arms up next to the ears. Let's do this with the breath, inhaling. And lift up and back. Press down into bubbling springs. Lift from the pubic bone. Exhale, come forward, reach out 45 degrees. Stretch out, let the kidneys stretch open now. A little squeeze, now a little stretch. Let the belly come back toward the spine so the kidneys are coming back toward the spine. And then bring the hands to the feet. Inhale, rolling up vertebra by vertebra. Exhale, push back. The last one, inhale. Press into bubbling springs. Let that arch come down through the whole spine. Don't just stick your bottom out and compress into one area. And then exhale, keeping the arms next to the ears. Reach as far forward in front of you as you can, about a 45-degree angle. Press through bubbling springs. Arms stay next to the ears. Belly's coming back to the spine. Hands to the feet, then inhale, roll up. Exhale, push behind. The inhale, gather the energy to the throat. Bend the knees, hold the breath in, take the energy to the hara, lift from the base, holding at the hara. Now hold above and in front of the heart, the second dantian, the second energy center, the soul energy. Then relax and release, say, and smile. Program that hormone to be happy. Coming to the left side now, the body energy, the toning energy, coming all the way down, fingertips together, palms, elbows, coming all the way up as far as you can, keeping the elbows together. Arms are at that thumb distance apart. And reach back. Reach up with the left arm. You're going to drift over to the right. You're going to bend level with the waist. Left kidney. And then roll up through the center. Push back. Left arm goes further. Tapping the left kidney. One. Push up and in. Coming up, back, under the arm. In front of the arm, under the ear, behind the ear. All the way up. And let the hand come down. You're going to cross over in front with that strong exhalation. You might feel the energy moving through your arms and your body a little more now. Left arm to the ear, right arm to the waist. Push the hips over to the left. And then come back to center. Just let the breath be gentle. Let it do its own thing. Coming down, make sure the knees are over the toes. Don't roll the knees in. Coming all the way through, elbows touch, keep them together as much as you can. Take the arms up, drop the shoulders down. Arms are a thumb distance apart, lean back. Squeezing into the kidney, reach up with the left arm, moving around the front of the kidney, the side of the kidney, the back of the kidney. Just level with the navel and roll up. Press back, left hand goes further back. 3 taps to the kidney. Coming up the back under the armpit. In front of the arm, under the ear, behind the ear. All the way up. Coming down. So there's that strong exhalation as we cross over the body. Right hand to hip, left arm next to the ear. Pushing out over to the left. And back to center. Open the arms a little, coming down. Last one, body energy now. Strengthening, tonifying. Focusing. Press through bubbling springs. Stretch right from the pubic bone, open through the bladder. Left arm reaches up. Going over to your right. Coming all the way down, level with the navel. Working every area of that left kidney, rolling up. Press back, left hand goes further back. 3 pummels to the kidney. Coming up the back and under the armpit. To the front. Coming up the neck, under the ear, behind the ear. Reaching up, arms coming down. There's going to be a strong exhalation as the left arm crosses the body. Right hand to the hip, left arm to the ear. And then you're going to push the hips out over to the left. And then come back to center. We're going to gather the energy. All 3 dantians below the navel, chest, center of the head. Inhale. Hold the breath in. Take the energy down to the hara. Lift from the base. Top of the center of the chest. Right into the third eye. Right to the center of the head. Straighten the legs and groan. Hold and breathe. Lengthen the back of the neck. Okay, we're going to do our favourite little horse dances. Sorry guys, only 3 breaths on each. So if you have problems with your knees, don't bend the knees. And you've got to make sure you're not bending and rolling the knees in. Open the knees. Okay, so it's just 3 breaths on each. So just a little bit more than hip width apart to start with. Push the knees open and over the toes. Feel the weight through the heels and bubbling springs. Drop the tailbone so you're not sticking your bottom out. Drop the tail down. Bring the ribs. Push back through the lower ribs. And drop the shoulders. Lift the chest. Draw the chin in, lengthening the back of the neck. And then we're going to bring the right arm in front of the left, crossing at the wrist. Thumbs level with the chin. So just 3 sets of breaths now. So inhale up through the spine to the center of the head. And exhale down the front of the spine right to the base of your body. Inhale up the front of the spine to the center of the head. Exhale down the spine. 2 more breaths. Inhaling up through the spine. Exhale down the front of the spine. Keep the shoulders relaxed, the arms relaxed. Inhale up the front of the spine to the center of the head. Exhale down the spine. Press back through the lower ribs slightly. Keep that back open. Keep the kidneys open. Last one. Inhale up the spine. Exhale from the center of the head to the base of the body in front of the spine. Inhale up in front of the spine. Exhale down the spine. Bring the hands down, turn the toes out, turn the heels out, straight lines on the outside of the feet. And then we're going to make cotton fists, so hollow fists, and bring the arms back, the great low of the spleen, the elbows in. So you're at the lower ribs here, just behind the breasts. And then bring the right hand down, cross it in front of your body, and then you're going to raise through the outside of the wrist. Keep the shoulder down and raise the wrist. Check your posture, take that seated posture, drop back through the lower ribs, breathing in up through the spine to the center of your head, and breathing out down in front of your spine. You should be able to see your hand in your peripherals, the elbows slightly bent, breathing in up in front of the spine to the center of the head, and breathing out down through the spine. Lengthen the back of the neck, up through the spine to the center of the head. Stay soft down through the front of the spine to the base. Up the front to the center of the head. Down the spine to the base. One more. Inhale. Shoulders relax. Let the shoulders relax. Bring the arm down across the body and bring that right hollow fist next to the right rib. Turn the toes out, turn the heels out, push the knees out, bend a little lower if you can. Bring the left arm across the body. Let the outside of the wrist lift, the elbows slightly bent, armpits open, shoulders down. Look at that hand, you see it in your peripheral vision. Drop back through the lower ribs, open through the kidneys, that mid to lower back, nice and flat and open. Inhaling up the spine to the center of the head. Exhale down the front of the spine. Inhale up in front of the spine. And then exhale from the center of the head down the spine. Try to hold it. Keep that energy. Exhaling down the front of the spine. Inhaling in front of the spine. Exhaling down the spine. One more round. Shoulders relaxed. Stay soft, strong in the body, light in heart and mind. And bring the hand down. Elbows in. Turn the toes out, turn the heels out, bend a little more. We're going to make a triangle so the thumbs are flat, pointer fingers touching. Now we're going to arch back but not drop the head back. Lift the chest to the sky. So it's just 3 breaths, breathing up from the base of the body to the center of the chest. Breathe out the crown of your head. Arms are slightly bent, shoulders down. 2 more breaths. Inhale the front to the chest. Exhale out the crown. 1 more. Best exercises for strengthening the kidneys, horse stance. And then come forward, keep the knees bent if your knees are bent, and walk the feet in. Don't straighten the knees, keep them bent. And then just rub up the kidneys. Give them a little pummel. Inhale, gather the energy to the throat. Hold the breath in. Just take it down to the dantian, the hara. Bring energy from the base. Hold, straighten the legs. Drop the shoulders. Reach out the crown of the head. Relax and breathe. Just hold still. You might feel a wave of dizziness or goosebumps rising through the body. This is a good sign. It's the alcohol starting to move up through the body when you release the energy center, and then the blood moves and the hormonal oils move. So moving energy through the body up to the brain. Good. Okay, so just step the left foot forward and bring your right knee down to the floor. Make sure the knee's not rolling in or out, and just come to a forward lunge. Lift the chest, bring the right arm up, inhale, and then exhale, bring the hand onto the thigh. Lift the chest to the sky and say, oh, pull the shoulders back, come forward. Now the opposite hand takes the back foot, so left hand takes the right foot and bring the knee in and twist to the left. If you can't take your foot, you can stay with your foot down and keep that twist just where you're comfortable. Where there's tension, just let it release. Just relax into that area and say, oh. Inhale, release. Exhale, bring the hands to the floor. Bring the left hand next to the big toe as well now, and see if you can get your elbows to the floor. Stay in that position. And then see if you can drift the knee out to the side. So you're just on the blade of the foot now. And then come back up onto the hands. Tuck the back toes under. Straighten the back leg. Bend the back knee just a little. And then inhale, bring the arms up. Bring the hands to prayer, and then bring the right elbow over the left knee. Exhale, draw the belly back as you twist to the left. Inhale to the center. Exhale, come down. Step that knee back, knees together. So see if you can open your feet and sit in between your feet. Some of you may have to sit on your feet. If you're sitting in between your feet, bring your hands on top of your feet, toes touching the fingers. Push the knees open, and you're going to tuck the tail, press the hips up, roll up through the spine, chest comes up, keep the back of the neck long, and come back down. If you're sitting on your feet, you'll just bring the hands behind you, and then tuck the tail under, press the hips up, and come back down. So we're going to do that once more and hold it for a little bit longer. So wherever you're comfortable, tuck the tail under, press up through the hips, rolling up through the spine, lift the chest to the universe. Keep the back of the neck long and open. Just breathe here. The opening to the bladder in the pelvis, the squeeze into the kidneys. This exercise is great for confidence and releasing anxiety and fear. Also helps to strengthen the bladder. And then come back down. Come forward to pose of the child, bringing the top of the forehead to the floor. Stay there and just breathe. Feel the kidneys opening, all the vertebrae opening, freeing up all the discs in between the vertebrae. Then press the bottom to the heels, roll up, stack the vertebrae, keep the head down till last. Chest lift, shoulders roll back, then the head comes up. And say, ah. And then come up onto the knees. We're going to work with the left thigh now. So bring the right knee in front. Okay, make sure it's not tucked too far in so you're not overstretching the knee. Take that foot out and just lean forward. Let the groin and the thigh open. So you're opening the lymph in the groin there, helping the kidneys and the bladder to drain a little bit more, but also to feed the ligaments in the legs there. Inhale, bringing that left arm over, resting it onto the thigh. Right arm follows, just that gentle squeeze to the left kidney. Take a breath. And then inhale, bringing the arms over, left arm over the right leg. Going to try and bend that left knee and take a hold of the foot. And pull the knee in, chest up, shoulders down. Try to draw the belly back toward the spine. Take a couple of breaths here, trying to ease off the tension. Move into the tension, let it release. And release. Inhale, coming to the front. And then exhale, bring the hands to the inside of the big toes, so on the inside of the foot. And see if you can lower yourself to the floor, bringing the elbows to the floor, just as low as you can go. And then roll out onto the right blade, so you're actually rolling the right knee out. Breathe. And then squeeze that right knee back in. Tuck the left toes under, coming up onto the hands, straightening the left leg. And then just bend the left leg slightly. Inhale, bringing the arms over the head into prayer. And then exhale, we're going to twist to the right, bringing the left upper arm over the right leg. Press into the hands, draw the belly back to the spine as you twist shoulders down. Inhale to the center. Exhale, bring the knee down. Bring the knees next to each other again. And just come down to pose of a child. It's the best exercise to free up the spine and to bring this into place. Kidneys are stretching open, so it's helping the kidneys to clean. The alcohols rise to the highest point, and the kidneys are now at the highest point. It's a very beautiful earthing, grounding exercise. So imagine all the nerves in your brain like the roots of a tree, and imagine these roots are coming from the head and moving into the earth, grounding your mind. To let the mind, connect with that earthly energy. And then press the bottom to the heels. Inhale, rolling up vertebra on vertebra. Chest lifts, shoulders roll back, head comes up. Exhale, come forward to pose of the child, but with the arms out in front. And then curl the tail under. Inhale, you're going to ripple up to cat. So moving up through the spine, pressing up every part of the spine, coming to plank on the knees, reaching out the crown of the head, shoulders back. Exhale, keep the elbows in as you lower yourself to the floor. Keep the elbows in as you inhale, press the elbows to the floor, lift the chest to cobra. Tongue out, release the toxins. Inhale, exhale, lay flat to the floor. Keep the elbows in. Inhale, press through the hands. Inhale, coming up to cat. Exhale, sit back to pose of the child. Softening the spine. Press the bottom to the heels. Inhale, rolling all the way up to sitting. Releasing the spine, working with the kidneys still. Exhale, coming forward, forehead to the floor, hands out in front. Curl the tail under, ripple up through the spine. Inhale as you move all the way up to plank. Keeping the elbows in. Exhale, roll, bring yourself flat to the floor. Keep the elbows in, press the elbows to the floor, lift the shoulders, inhale, cobra. Keep the hips on the floor. Tongue out, release the toxin, roll the eyes up to the center of the head. Inhale. Exhale, bring the forehead to the floor. Inhale, coming up to cat, keep the elbows in, press through the hands. Exhale, sit back to pose the child. Inhale, rolling up to sitting, vertebra on vertebra. Exhale, coming forward and down to the floor. Arms out in front, forehead touches the floor. Inhale, curl the tail under, ripple up through the spine, pressing up through every part of the spine till you reach the top of the head in plank on the knees. Exhale, coming down, keep the elbows in, forehead touches the floor. Inhale, lift to a cobra, bring the shoulders back, keep the elbows in. Hips and pubic bone on the floor, push it out, let the toxin release. Spit the poison cobras. Inhale. Exhale, lay flat to the floor. Bring the left arm out in front of you. Take the right foot. And then inhale, lift the right knee off the floor, stretch your arm, pull the foot away from you. And then if you're feeling comfortable, lift the left arm next to the left ear. Make sure you're not squeezing the back of the neck. Keep the back of the neck long and open. Exhale, come down. Changing sides. Bring the right arm in front. Take a deep breath and breathe out. Bending the left foot to the bottom. Left hand takes the top of the foot. Press the hips into the floor. Inhale, lift the left knee. Pull the foot back so it's stretching the arm. Lift the chest, and if you can, lift your arm next to your ear. Exhale, bring it down. Bring the hands next to the breast. Inhale, lifting up to cat. Exhale, sit back to pose of the child. Inhale, ripple through to plank on the knees. Reach out the crown of the head, nice flat spine all the way through the neck as well. Roll the shoulders back, elbows in, lower yourself to the floor. Forehead touches the floor. Reach the arms out, take a nice deep breath. Bend both feet to the bottom. Just see how you go here. Take a hold of the tops of the feet. Press the hips and the pubic bone into the ground, then inhale, lift the knees, pull the feet away from you, chest up, back of the neck long, hold and breathe. Working the kidneys nicely here. Bladder stretching, squeezing into the back of the kidneys as the front stretch open. Let the breath rock your body. No rigorous rocking, just let the breath do the work. Two more breaths. Make sure the knees aren't splaying out. Keep the knees about hip width apart. And then release. Turn your head to the left, just relax and breathe. That's bow posture. It works every chakra of the body. Keep the spine nice and supple. It's one of yoga's most important exercises. They say you're only as young as your spine is supple. It's working all the nerves in the spine, the lymph, the blood vessels. Bring the hands out to shoulder height, palms down. Turn the head to the right still. Make sure the hands are level with the shoulders. Inhale, bend the right foot to the bottom. And then as you exhale, lift the knee, land the sole of the foot to the floor. Right knee pointing up to the sky. Relax the left glute, the left butt cheek. Breathe, stretching the shoulder, the hips. Inhale, rolling back around, bring the hip to touch the floor, and then exhale, straighten the leg. Make sure the hands are at shoulder height, turn the head to the left. Inhale, pick up the left leg, bend the foot to the bottom, and then exhale, lift the hip, land the foot to the floor, knee to the sky. If that's really hard for some of you, you can keep the leg straight and just twist as far as you can, bringing that leg behind you. We work with the kidneys, and now we're squeezing and stretching into all of the organs. The kidneys are taking the energy into all of our organs. And then inhale, bring the knee up, hip touches the floor. Exhale, lower the leg. Forward to the floor, hands next to the breast. Inhale, coming up to cat. And exhale, come back to pose of the child. Bring the arms by the sides, let the shoulders fall forward. So you're opening into the back of the heart. And let all that tension in the past from your heart release now out to the universe. Tuck the chin in, just the top of the forehead touches the floor, the back of the neck's long and open. One more deep breath. Let all the fear release through the back of the kidneys, all the emotional tension release from the back of the heart. The back of the body is about the past, so just let the past release so you can create your newness for spring. Spring's almost here. And then press the bottom to the heels. Inhale, you're going to ripple up to cat. Don't use your hands, use your body, and then bring the hands in front. Land the hands down. Okay, so now we're going to inhale, take the right leg out behind us. Exhale, bend the foot to the foot to the head. Inhale, take the leg out behind you, reach out the top of the head, and then exhale, bring the knee to the chest, bringing the forehead toward the knee. Inhale, take that right leg out behind you. Exhale, bend the foot to the head, roll the shoulders back. Inhale, take the right leg out to straight, reach out the crown of the head. Exhale, bring that right knee to the forehead. Inhale, take the right leg out behind you. And then exhale, roll that right hip to the sky and take the right foot behind you. Roll up through the ribs, let the right arm come off the floor. Hold and breathe. Feel the right side of the body opening, especially the ascending colon. The liver. The liver's about to kick in soon. Liver and gallbladder is springtime. Time to spring clean soon. Get rid of the winter dampness. And then exhale, bring the hand to the floor. Cross the right knee behind the left knee. And exhale, sit back until that left knee is about to lift off the floor. Hold and breathe. Inhale, coming up. Bring the knees next to each other. Exhale, come back to pose of the child. Inhale, striking cobra. Inhale, come up. Exhale, sit back to pose of the child. Inhale, ripple all the way up through the spine to cat stance. Keep the back flat, reach out the crown of the head. Bring the knees under the hips, the wrists under the shoulders. Inhale, take the left leg out now. Exhale, bend the foot toward the head, lift the head, roll the shoulders back. Inhale, straighten the leg, reach out the crown of the head. Exhale, left knee comes to the chest as the forehead comes toward the knee. Inhale, right leg comes out. Exhale, bend the foot to the head. Inhale, right leg comes, left leg comes out. Exhale, bend the knee to the chest, forehead to the knee. One more round. Inhale, left leg out. Exhale, bend the foot toward the head, lift the head. Inhale, right leg straightens. Exhale, the left leg straightens, the left leg comes in, knee to the chest, forehead to the knee. Inhale, take the left leg up straight, reach out. Exhale, roll the left hip to the sky, take the foot to the floor behind you. Roll up through the rib, not the arm, just let the rib roll up to the sky. Hold and breathe. Exhale, bring the left hand to the floor parallel with the right. Cross that left knee behind the right knee. Pull back, feel the left side body opening. Keep both knees on the floor though. Hold and breathe right to the left kidney. Inhale, coming up, bring the knees parallel to each other. Exhale to pose of the child. Inhale to striking cobra. Tongue out, eyes to the center of the head. Inhale to cat. Exhale, pose of the child. Inhale. Again, curl the tail under, ripple up through the spine. Try not to use your hands. And then let the hands come out in front. And say, look up, let the belly fall. Inhale, flatten the back, take the right leg out behind you. And then as you exhale, you're just going to bring the knee in between the hands, coming into pigeon. So some of you will have to sit on your foot because you won't be able to bring the thigh to touch the floor. So again, just see where you can be at here, all right? So some of you will be sitting on the foot, and some of you will be able to bring that thigh to the floor, left leg straight out behind you. And then inhale, just press through the hands, lift the chest. Press that left hip toward the floor a little, especially if you're sitting on your thigh. And then as you exhale, just come forward and bring the forehead to the floor. You can bring your hands underneath your forehead if you like. You might want to stretch the arms out in front of you. And breathe in, into the tension. Breathe out, into the tension. Make it more intense. Breathe in, into the tension. Make it even more intense. And then breathe out, just disperse that through the whole body. Let it go. Just let the breath go normal now. Don't avoid the tight areas, go into them. Where there's tension, there's blocked energy. Where there's blocked energy, there's a held emotion. So just let it go. This is a great exercise to help relieve sciatica. And when you release all this outside of the leg, it releases a lot of deep-seated emotion that we hold around the bottom. And when we can release that, then we can move forward in life. Keep breathing. Okay, inhale, walk the hands in, come back up. Take the chest up to the sky. And then bring the knee back to the other knee. Come back to pose of the child. Sit back. Curl the tail under, inhale, ripple up to the spine to cat. Take that left leg out behind you and then bring the knee in between the hands. So again, sitting with the foot to the side of you or on your foot, just where you can go comfortably. So if you're on your foot, inhale everyone, lift the chest. And then exhale, come forward and down. You can stretch your hands out. You can put your hands underneath your forehead. You can even bring your hands behind you into prayer. Breathe in into the tension. Breathe out into the tension. Breathing in into the tension, make it more intense. And then breathe out, disperse it through the whole body, let it go. Inhale. inhale, coming up, walk the hands in. Lift the chest to the sky. Say, oh, smile. Bring the knees together, come back to pose of the child. Press the bottom to the heels. Inhale, roll up to sitting. And then come to lying on your back. So press into your hands, lift your bottom, cross your feet, slip your legs through, and lay down. Coming into relaxation now. So just hug your knees into your chest and rock side to side a little. Just release the spine a little more. You might like to circle the knees so you're rolling around the back a little. And changing direction. And then coming into happy baby, so bend the knees out to the sides of your body, heels are in line with the knees. Hands over the feet if you can reach them, and just push the knees down. Make sure your back's not right off the ground. Keep your back on the ground. So some of you may just have to pull on the legs if you can't reach the feet. Drop the belly back toward the spine. Drop the lower ribs into the floor. And then when you're ready, just coming into relaxation. So you may want to bolster under your knees if you get a sore lower back. If you have nothing, just to open the feet and bring the knees together, and that'll help to open the back as well. Otherwise, just bring your legs down to straight, feet together, and then let the toes fan out. Have the palms away from the body and turned up to the sky so you're receiving energy from the universe. Just lengthen into the back of the neck and allow the body to relax. Find where you're holding on and just let it go. Having the eyes just closed, lips just touching, teeth slightly apart, and the tongue relaxing behind the top teeth. Bring a slight smile to the face, opening to the corners of the eyes, nose and mouth. Because smiling is the best remedy. And we'll open all the corners of the eyes, nose and mouth. The hormone and the blood and energy can move up to your brain and back through your body. Let all of your physical energy fall out the back of your body, all of your physical tension. Let it drift back into the earth, nourishing the earth. All of your past tensions releasing. Oh. And then relaxing the front of the body. Let all of your spiritual tensions rise up to the universe, your mental tensions, so you can feel light and clear and enthusiastic. Oh. And feeling that soul energy in between the earth and the universe, that soul energy that resides within you. And just let your mind go free now. Allow yourself to release and open. the thoughts and the emotions rise and pass as they will. the breath deep into the belly. Nice deep belly breathing. Let the belly expand. Let the solar plexus expand on the in-breath. And let the belly fall back toward the spine on the out-breath. Breathing into the chest, allow the chest to expand. Breathing out on the out-breath, let the chest fall back towards the spine. Of course, you're going to breathe out on the out-breath. And now breathing in up through the spine, through the throat, into the center of the head. Breathing out the crown of the head. Bring these three breaths together now, breathing in belly, solar plexus, chest, throat to the head. Just let everything release and relax as you exhale. Slowly allow yourself to begin to awaken, wiggling the fingers and the toes, blinking the eyes gently, slowly letting the light back in. And squeeze the fingers, the toes, the eyes tight shut. Stretch your arms above your head. Take a nice big yawn. And then rolling onto your right side, gently rock yourself awake. From your side, slowly coming up to sitting. And then just rubbing your fingers up through your throat, just on the inside of the muscles there, and just say, ah. Ah. And then rubbing below the navel, around the heart. Say, Bring one foot in front of the other, don't cross the legs. Have the knees dropping down. Pointer finger and thumbs touching, palms facing the universe, gaining that wisdom. Or one more breath, belly, solar plexus, chest to the head. And we're going to do 3 breaths like this with 3 ohms. The first ohm resonating through your whole body. Breathing in. Feel that Om continue to resonate in all of your cells. The next Om is going to resonate in the center of your head. Full breath in. Feel that Om continually resonating in the cells of the brain. The last Om out to the universe, full breath in. Feel that Om continually resonating throughout the universe. The Om of the positive and the negative, the masculine, the feminine, the light, the dark, our body and our mind. Bring the right hand of mind toward the heart and the left hand of body to meet the right hand, a slight hollow in the palms of the hands, letting these two energies unite and marry within the heart. Namaste. Bowing the forehead to the fingertips. Lifting the head. Click all around you, holding that energy in. Just shut that aura down so it holds in your body. Don't let those hungry people take it from you. Namaste. Have a nice day.